Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now.
Everybody seems to love my Tix clocks. I found one of them and then ended up buying, others to fit inside the cubby holes in this hutch. And you can buy a Tix clock if you come to our chat room and you type in "what is Tix," T-I-X. You will get the link to purchase your own Tix clock. I had one of them fail on me. Just the capacitor blew. It wasn't that difficult of a thing to fix. I just needed to get a new capacitor, so I went down to the local Radio Shack and picked one up. And as I was trying to find what I was looking for, I overheard a conversation between the clerk and a customer, and the clerk was doing an okay job at answering the question, but really wasn't getting to the heart of the matter. So I kind of interrupted in a casual way and offered a suggestion for the customer, and he was very grateful at the response. And the clerk, as I was checking out, was basically offered me a job for the holiday season and then beyond. He said, basically saying, "Do you want a job here? It would be great to have someone who knows what they're talking about." And I laughed because I knew what he was getting to, but he didn't actually come out and say it. And I said, "No, it's fine. I don't have the time. No, it's just, what do you do? I make videos for YouTube. Well, what are you going to do?" So, any old way, I got a top 5 tips of Radio Shack secrets. And this is from, and I'm going to keep his real name a secret, just in case. And I don't know if he's going to want me to share it or not. We'll just call him Radio Shack Guy. He says, "Hey, I'm a Radio Shack sales rep, and I'd like to share some secrets that most customers don't know." So I suppose when we upload this video, someone better send it to Consumerist. Number 1, ordering off of RadioShack.com. When you visit the website to see what products are available, make sure to check if the product is web-only, store-only, or in or out of stock. If you're going to order a product from the site, you can put in an address to your nearest Radio Shack and you will not be charged with shipping fees. Be sure to call the store in a week to see if it has arrived yet, due to the fact that sometimes employees don't have the time to call or may forget about it when it comes in. Number 2, service plans. Now, I know that sometimes the Shack may have service plans on items such as flash drives or some other item, but it may be smart to think about getting the service plan for it. It may be cheap, and you never know when it may randomly die on you. Something about service plans. Oh boy. Sorry, my wife, Ponzi, she's just text messaged me saying her flight has been delayed again. She's in San Francisco. So I will continue, and that will be saved for posterity. Let's see here, where were we? Something about the service plans that most people don't know is that you have 2 weeks after your purchase to return to the store and pay for the service plan. Important note, the service plans that the Shack provides only cover wear and tear and malfunctions, not abuse or water damage. If the product is broken by abuse but does not appear to be abused, go ahead and try to get it repaired or replaced by a store. But don't tell them if it was caused by abuse. That is, tell them it was a malfunction. This may not always work, but it's worth a try. Now, when you purchase a plan and you need to be repaired or replaced, etc., you can speed things up by calling the 800 number on the brochure to call in your claim. Radio Shack employees have to call the same number, so it's faster if you just call yourself, and the information you need should be on the receipt. Number 3, cell phones or mobile phones. If you're thinking about getting a mobile phone or mobile device either with AT&T or Sprint, then I suggest visiting a Radio Shack near you to check out the promotions they have going on. Sometimes you can get a phone cheaper at the Shack rather than going at a corporate store. Also, check out the other promotions they're having with wireless accessories available for the model of phone you're wanting to get. Sometimes you can get a percentage off the price for an accessory that is purchased with the phone. Number 4, iGo Universal Chargers. Radio Shack carries a universal wall/car charger system called iGo Chargers, IGO. These chargers are around $30 and have a wide variety of tips that plug into the chargers to charge many items. When you purchase either the wall or car charger, you get your first tip for free for the item you want it to charge. iGo has expanded itself to provide chargers for cell phones, GPS, PSPs, and Nintendo DSs, etc. iGo, or Ego, how do you pronounce IGO? It also has some accessories that let you power a product by batteries or even charge 2 items at once. This is worth the money because if you get a new phone or lose a charger, it only costs $9.99 for an iGo tip. If you would like to know if iGo makes a tip for your item, you can go to iGo.com and follow the pull-down menu to find the tip that will work for you. Now, keep in mind that Radio Shack does not carry all tips, and products for each store are different. And I don't know if, well, you can go to igo.com. He's just recommending that. I've seen them before, but, honestly, I try to stick with products that don't have proprietary adapters, or knowing that I've got several items that may use the same adapter. Wicket! No. Come here. Get over here. Please. I'm sorry for saying no in your name at the same time, but there's no chewing on the rug, buddy. I love you. Take it easy, okay? There's no rug chewing. I thought you were chewing on a bone. Okay, Pixie, I'll let you up in my lap. Oh, yes, the videos we do here are very family-oriented. Getting dinged from my wife, and my dogs are chewing my office apart. Number 5, getting the product you want. Most people don't know that Radio Shack is able to get the product you're looking for most of the time. If the store nearest you does not have the item you are looking for, ask them to check the other stores in their district, because the stores are able to send products around to each other to provide excellent service to the customer. Another option the Shack allows you to do is purchase the item you wanted at one store and visit another store to pick up the item. Now, this is a smart thing to do if at the other store that has your product is nearby, or is on the way to your next destination and you want the product the same day. Now, keep in mind, if a nearby store has the item you want and you do not want to pick it up at the same day, you usually take 2 to 5 days for them to send it to the original store you visited. And I think, these tips are, they sound pretty specific to Radio Shack, but I think you can get a general idea for just about any kind of offline or online shopping for electronics or otherwise, especially, the web-only, store-only, in or out of stock, service plans, certainly mobile devices or chargers. These are general tips, but of course he apparently is a Radio Shack sales rep, so he's got to be true to the company. I don't know. I do shop at Radio Shack. I also shop online, especially if I can't find a product. Radio Shack is good for a lot of those last-minute purchases or convenient purchases, but that's really all I use it for. Maybe everybody else does it differently. Oh, apparently at some point during the recording we had to moderate chat. Sorry about that. I don't know what came through, but we're going to continue and roll forward anyway. So all of you voiced users, thank you for hanging in there with me. All those who lost the ability to chat, I apologize. Or maybe it just locked up. I don't know. Anyway, you are most certainly welcome to join us in our chat room, and hopefully by the time you stop by, we will not be moderated. And, we're usually talking about technology stuff, hardware, software, internet tips, tricks, advice. Sometimes people ask about what products they could buy, and I give them, help. I say go to tagjag.com and do a search from there. We're working on making that a little better as well. Always in the constant state of making things work better, aren't we, Pixie? That's the way the web works. So any old way. My email address is chris@pirillo.com if you want to email me your top 5 tips about anything, whether it's related to tech or not. Maybe it's about disciplining puppies. What do you think? Pixie didn't chew on the carpet. That was Wicket. This is Pixie. She's got the blue collar. Pixie has the blue collar. Wicket's the one who fell off the desk yesterday. He is obviously the troublemaker. Oh. Too bad Radio Shack doesn't have replacement rugs. But he really went to town on that. So anyway, feel free to stop by the chat room, the website, where we're streaming video live 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at live.pirillo.com. We'll see you later.